color. Talk about height. Now, Stephanie Walleen is here, and Stephanie is a landscape designer, so you must look at this and start getting lots of great ideas.
Oh my gosh, the Gerber Daisy brings me so much joy, as it does for everyone, because David, I mean, when you see these flowers, they look like they're smiling back at you in the garden. And you know, with spring already sprung and the warm weather, chances are maybe you're starting to find Gerber Daisies at your box stores, even your grocery stores. But the thing about those, David, those are annuals. So sure, they're cute for a little while, but then they're gonna die, and then you have to buy them next year. The really cool thing about these Sweet Series is that these are perennial Gerber Daisies.
I was just looking at the card and I see the word perennial staring back at me. So that means they come back every year.
That's
now,
right.
we are still, there's your uncle, Eric. He's a master gardener.
He is.
He also owns the company.
That's right.
And we're excited about that.
Yes.
I've worked with Eric many, many, many moons. I remember when he was a younger guy, so was I. So this is M132078, and we have taken orders for 2,500 this season, 4,500, I should say, and we are receiving 4 pieces.
That is absolutely right. So I would love to go through these colors with you, because this is not a choice of, and now you get to grow just the most beautiful, bright Gerber Daisies year after year.
Everything you see.
Exactly. So what you have in front of you, David, we'll start in front of you actually. This is called Sweet Surprise, and I love her name because it really is a surprise color. It's almost like a lavender. I've never seen it before in a Gerber Daisy.
It's kind of purpley lavender.
Exactly.
Hot pink, if you will.
That's right.
And the one in front is more straight up pink.
Totally, and that's called Sweet Maggie, which I think is really fun. Just a true bubblegum hot pink, absolutely darling. And you'll notice—
the color saturation is great on this.
I know, aren't they so rich and beautiful?
I mean, if you have had anemic flowers before, you don't have
exactly, never with these ones, that's right. Here in the front, this is called Sweet Chili, and you can kind of get a taste for her spice with that really beautiful red.
I mean, blood red.
That's right, absolutely right. It's so stunning. And then last but not least, which I think every garden needs to have, a bright yellow cheery Gerber Daisy. This is Sweet Smile, because she really does just bring a smile to all of our faces.
Now, people like to cut Gerber Daisies and make bouquets,
That's
or
right.
they bring them in the house to put them in a vase for a dinner party and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Will these come back after you cut them?
So the really nice thing about this collection, you can make dozens and dozens of these vases, and the reason I say that, David, could you actually hold that for me?
I'd be happy to.
I'm going to tell you something pretty darn spectacular about these Gerber Daisies. Now, it's a 4-piece collection. So one of these plants with proper water and fertilizer and sun will give you up to 100 flowers this very first season.
This first season.
Imagine.
Now, do they like a lot of sun or a little sun?
They like a lot of sun, and they do like to remain, you know, moist. So I water mine about 4 times a week.
4 times a week. Okay, good to know.
Exactly.
Now, it's important to know, too, that if you cut these and bring them in the house for cut flowers in a vase,
that's right,
or you're making a bouquet, it's going to be lovely because they're going to come back. You're not going to have a one and done kind of situation.
Absolutely right.
It's also important to know that there is a growing guide that is specific to these Gerber Daisies.
Yes, as well as our guarantee on that, in that growing guide.
Because if our customers are not happy, you all are not happy.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah. So you're going to learn all about the tips for success in the growing guide. That's on the back. And we also have auto delivery. I should point out that you're going to get an order this spring.
That's right.
And then an order next spring on auto delivery.
Which is fantastic, because like I mentioned earlier, we all know the Gerber Daisy because of what you're seeing here, those pops of color, the smiles that they bring to our faces. But chances are most of the Gerbers that you know are an annual. So now you're going to lock in this price next year for these perennial Gerber Daisies.
And in a year, if the price of Gerber Daisies goes up and you're on auto delivery, your price stays the same.
That's right.
I mean, you lock into this price of $32.98 for this spring and next spring.
That's pretty nice.
That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
I always say, whenever auto delivery is offered and they allows you to lock in that price, lock it in. That's the only thing that's locked in. You're not locked in. If you decide you want out of auto delivery, you can cancel it.
Totally.
And you can, well, shake hands and walk away. I mean, nobody calls you a funny name. This is really lovely. And I love auto delivery for that reason, because it allows you to save the money in the long run.
That's right.
And if you love these flowers the first season, and the first season we're going to get lots of blooms.
Hundreds and hundreds of flowers. And that's the really spectacular thing. You know, if you just pick up one collection out and then you lock in the auto delivery next year, you will be so happy with yourself from the year before, because you're going to have more and more flowers season after season. These really are the most cheerful flower in the garden. They bring smiles to all of our faces.
And this is how big they get in 1 year, 1 season?
So this is a good idea about the second season.
Second
so
season.
These are fully grown. Once we zoom out a little bit, you'll see. So this is a great second season plant. But rest assured, no matter the size of your plant, you're still going to have up to 100 flowers from each color. So you really are going to have like a flower factory. And you made a great point before, David, is when you cut those flowers, you actually encourage more blooms to come up. So don't be afraid. Go outside and make those bud vases.
I mean, cut them.
That's
and bring
right.
them inside for your dinner party, because you are going to, and you can tell everyone at the dinner party, I grew these. Mm-hmm. I mean,
that plant in your hand is going to turn into this. You are going to
this plant is what you're going to receive. You're going to receive 4 of
dozens
them.
of flowers. That's right.
And you're going to get dozens of flowers the first season.
That's absolutely right.
And the second season, even more flowers. And the more you cut, the more it comes back.
Yes.
And when people come into my house, they know that I don't have a green thumb.
That's okay.
And they know I cook okay.
There you go.
But it's one of those things, so now my table looks as good as my food tastes, hopefully.
Exactly, with your own grown flowers. And really, the Gerber Daisy, as a landscape designer, for me, I love to encourage people to throw in that pop of color. You know, so many of us, we get a little intimidated by color because we don't know what's going to look good, where I should plant everything. But this collection, I mean, these 4 colors, they look spectacular side by side. Pick up 2 collections maybe and line your walkways or your borders.
We wrap this up, I want to ask one final question. Containers are in the ground or both?
Both. So you're seeing here all of them planted in the ground, absolutely stunning, but they do thrive in containers. So, you know, you can really enjoy these Gerber Daisies anywhere and in any environment.
We will look forward to that. Thank you for being with us, and thanks for your expert advice.
Thank you.
Now, it's our deal reveal weekend.